politics. He's built all this zoning on Plymouth Avenue, or Olson Highway, or main arteries where back in the day we had economic bases, we had small businesses, and they've been zoned out politically. 30 years ago, these zoning laws, Plymouth Avenue, 1968 was businesses from Russell to Washington. Now we have nothing. And so the political process, we have to get involved. We have to be proactive instead of reactive. And somebody threw my name in a hat, and I'm a humble servant. If you want me to serve, I'll fight for you.
So you're interested in serving good Lord. Let me bring on the other end, the other gentleman on the table here, Hakeem Probst. Hakeem is a neighbor of mine and a person I consider a friend, and certainly a great friend of his father and mother. They both are elders and pillars in the community. But Hakeem is a young entrepreneur, hip-hop generation, I call him, an artist as well as a businessman, and has expressed a potential interest in running for city council. Hakeem, good morning.
How you doing, Al? Thanks for having me.
And thank you. So what goes into your mind as you think about moving into the political arena? Why is it important for you to have these thoughts, and do you think it's realistic that a young man such as yourself should start voicing interest in shaping the political future of our community?
Well, it's been time for me to start voicing my opinion. I live in this neighborhood. I work for most of y'all if y'all need y'all haircut or grass. You know, I'm inspired by people like Marcus Harkis. He's a huge impact, and the reason why I'm up here today, I've seen him do it, and I think I can do it as well. I'm going through the problems that some people that live outside of this community talk about. I also feel that it's important to have a financial base in the community, but we cannot forget about the youth that we are so scared of, that walk around here in their red shirts and their blue shirts, and we need some kind of mediation, because that's the workforce. You can put as much businesses as you want up and down these streets, but if you don't have youth to work in those businesses and to teach them about being citizens and get away from this group structure that they have created, this subculture of gangs and violence, and you know, even hip-hop is negative. We need to show these youth that there's different ways to become a positive citizen in the community. And until we do that, then we'll always be, you know, segregated and broken up through the politics and the privileges and the power that other people have in our community. So until we embrace ourselves and change ourselves from the inside, then we will never be able to change the community that's surrounded around us. So I'm trying to run for 5th Ward to get a base pretty much to show youth that there's programs that we're gonna create, and there's different things that if we come together, we can change this face of our community, change the face of our kids, and bring a brighter future. So that's why I'm trying to run for 5th Ward.
Thank you, Hakeem Probst. Then the other person here is Ms. Kenya. Go ahead and applause. The letter announcing her candidacy for 5th Ward. Kenya McKnight, good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Same question. What's motivating you, and what do you want to do? What do you believe you can bring to the upliftment of our community?
Thanks for having me here. I want to say that I really do agree with what has already been said here as well. My motivation comes from, you know, the fact that I've been here for the past 20 years. I live here, I work here, I've grown up here, and I watched all the things that have happened, all the things that has not happened. I've played a silent role in many different areas, and I just, you know, I thought about it last year, and I said, you know, we've got to do something about the conditions of our community. Things still look the same since I was 9. Nothing has really changed, and we deserve stability in our community. We deserve leadership that's going to go to bat for us, that's going to go out there and build those alliances and really truly build up our community. We really deserve that. You know, we are somebody here in North Minneapolis. I am North Minneapolis. And so I told my friends, I said, you know, I want to organize a bunch of people, and, you know, we got to filter somebody for the park boards, we got to get on the school boards, we got to be county commissioner, we got to do everything. And I just want to be organizer. I don't even want to be on the front. And so I'm looking, and I'm like, well, where is everybody? and so I said, you know, and I've been fighting this feeling like, I don't want to be in the front, you know. I want to be in the back. I'm more powerful there. But then, you know, I sat and I realized and I talked and I studied and I said, you know, it's your time. That's what the film said. It's your time. And, you know, you have to be about the change you want to see. And so, you know, from within, I really reflected, I prayed, I did all those good things we do to make big decisions. And the results was, you know, Kenya, it's your time. And if not now, then when? And if not you, then who? And so that's the thing that motivates me. And, you know, I have a bunch of nieces and nephews, 15 of them to be exact. And I look at them and I look at the things I went through growing up, the things my friends went through, my parents, and I've got to make a better stride for them. Their life has to exceed mine. And so I definitely have to show all of the great things that I've been able to, you know, accomplish and get from my community here in North Minneapolis to show other young people and our elders that, you know, we are prepared, you know, to take the torch. We are prepared and we're willing to work with you because I'm writing on a legacy of greatness, you know, that historically since we've been in this country. And so I have to show our young people, as well as Marcus Harkis and Hakeem and others that, you know, it is our time to do this. And we have to be here and we have to help the pioneers who laid the foundation and carry this mission out. And so that being said, it is our duty, our responsibility, and my honor to serve my community. That's what's
up. And by others who similarly are expressing an interest, and I'm encouraging us to start having these rich conversations. I want to take a few minutes now and ask people, if you're in the audience and want to either raise a question to these young leaders or to the audience, or I see Al Flowers is here, and I understand that Al Flowers may be a candidate for mayor. Al, come to the microphone. Come on up here. If you are interested in speaking to the topic, this is the time to do it. I ask you to do one thing, say your name, and take only a minute to make a comment. Al Flowers.
And my comment is that the reason I said was thinking about running for mayor because our issue in our community, north, south, east, and west, have to be heard by the city. And I'm thinking the only way to get that out, who better to sit next to Archie Ryback than myself. And so when we talked about what Reverend Staton was talking about the non-compliance of what they've been doing, those are jobs that our community is missing. The empowerment zone, an issue I've been arguing for the last 4 or 5 years, 29 million is gone with all the stimulus money coming in to make sure that our community be heard when it come in. So that's why that's one of the reasons I think if no one in our community steps up and say this, we'll lose another 4 years. We've had 8 years of no good treatment for our community in particular, but mainly people under the medium income, which is the majority are African American. So that's why I'm considering that move. And right now we got like 8 to 10 churches right now that's trying to help our kids educational-wise through the Council of Churches, True Vine, St. Peter's, True Love. All these churches are trying to help kids in tutoring. So out there in the community, if you need that help, call the Urban League and we'll connect you to that help. But I'm seriously considering sitting next to RT in this mayoral campaign.
Thank you. One of my business partners and colleagues, he's the editor and founder, publisher of the Asian American Press, and with me as leader of the Minnesota Multicultural Media Consortium, Mr. Nihun. Nee, thank you for being here.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Nihun. I would like to thank you for the opportunity to listen to your discussion about politics. And I'm very happy to be here. And I would like to make a scenario and ask a few questions if you can help me to respond. First, I see the opportunity politics in this country is we have to unite the community of color, multicultural. We make some example, the